You know what, summer when these little guys come back, it's a little kingfisher. Get a family of them around here every year. So, yep, as well as the wrens. So anyway, we're out the front here doing a bit of a garden update. So, stop looking at the wildlife and start looking at the front veggie patch. So, how's it going? Thought we'd do a bit of an update, didn't we, Coo? Over here we have the asparagus. This bed here actually had some broccoli in it as well. I pulled it out the other day. It had just been attacked by the caterpillars too much. The flower heads had actually been eaten, so there was no point in trying to save the seed. So it's come out, and this asparagus is looking a little bit sad and droopy. I'd say it's because the broccoli pretty much all took up a lot of the nutrients and water. So we've given it a bit of a feed and a bit of a water with some liquid fertiliser. We'll just see if it bounced back. The snow peas out here just got done in by the heat. We had a couple of very, very hot days here for spring. Normally it's a high 20s, low 30s like it has been this week. But for a couple of days there we were up in 37 degrees, which is, you know, peak summer temps. So they really knocked the snow peas around. A couple of fruit there, but not really worth saving the seeds, I don't think. Just in contrast, the next bed over, same soil, even more asparagus plants, absolutely booming. So for me, it's pretty much all just goes to show, don't put broccoli in with these guys, just saps the life out of the soil. This asparagus here is just booming. These are the little seedlings I got sent to me in the mail. Got a whole heap of seeds forming. So thank you very much, Tammy. Very impressed with this asparagus. Next we have the Aztec corn. This stuff here has just boomed. I can't get over how well this stuff has done. It's the best corn we've ever grown. We haven't grown a lot of it, only probably about 3 or 4 batches in the past, but this stuff is just booming. Down the bottom here we have some cucumbers. These are our little bush cucumbers. There's 4 plants in there. All of them are flowering, so really impressed with that. Over here, this hay bale bed's pretty much all done. We're just leaving it here, storing the hay here until I get to use it somewhere else in the yard. I've got plans for it. Down here we have our potatoes. Did a clip on planting these guys a while back. We have some shoots coming through, so these guys have taken off. I will be giving it another layer of manure and maybe some hay over the top. As you can see, it's sunk a fair bit. I'll be putting another layer over the top just to build it up as the sprouts come through, so very impressed there. Over here, this hay bale bed, the tigerellas, we're still picking them. No sign of fruit fly, knock on wood, out the front here yet, so we're still picking those guys as they ripen up. Getting a few sunburn issues, but yeah, that's just because of those mega hot days we had. The chilies, definitely not Peter peppers. These are more like a little Thai hot style. And these ones over here are just an orange crazy looking chili, so definitely not the Peter peppers. I will be saving some seed though and growing them in soil just to see if it's the hay bale beds and just the way they grew in here didn't make the chilies form the way they should have. And the sorrel down the front there's just been knocked around as well. These beds are just no good for this fully exposed position, I don't think, in the sun. It just can't keep enough water up to them. So we'll get back to the wicking beds now. Up here we have the Yacon bed. This Yacon had 2 mini-lee watermelons planted with it and feral or volunteer pumpkins come up. It's done extremely well, so I've just let it go. I'm cutting off the leaders, so we're only going to get 2 that come down. One's going that way and one's going this way. And we'll see if we can get some pumpkins off this. And there's a couple of female flowers. There's one there and there's another one down there. And the males have started to open up as well. So yeah, I'm very pleased with that. The Yacon's going great guns out here. It's really loving it. And so are the mini-lee watermelons. They're doing well. I just noticed our first little... That's a little female flower, so I can't see any males there, but yeah, we might end up with some fruit soon. Next one is Coo's bed. Say g'day. Kira broke her collarbone, so yeah, playing kitchen gymnastics, but we won't talk about that. How's your bed going, sweetie?
Good. First plant that popped up that we didn't know what it was is a sunflower.
It's doing really well too, isn't it?
And then there's that one.
Smaller ones.
And all of this back row is shot. Two of them in this row didn't sprout though.
Yeah. And one did sprout over here and he died off later on during the heat, didn't he?
Yeah.
But what about your carrots? You didn't, some of your carrots died off in that heat as well, didn't they?
No, not many sprouted. Not
many sprouted, was it? Oh, okay. So the good thing about that is, as some people pointed out, the rock melon's going to come around over the front here. So it's good that there's gaps in the carrots for the tendrils to come out, isn't it? Yeah. But the rock melon's looking good.
It's got flowers on it.
It's got flowers on it. There's a little male flower. And it's going out everywhere, isn't it? It's heading off out the back. There's some more flowers down in there. So it's looking really healthy.
And then my beans are covered in flowers.
The beans have got heaps of little buds down the bottom. As you can see from the leaves, we really did get hit by the sun out the front here. I didn't get the shade cloth up in time. So I've got some sitting just here in this IBC. That's what that's doing there. Just in case we need it, I can just whack it up over the top here again. But we should be right. But yeah, so what do you think of your bed so far? Good. Good? You impressed with the way it's going?
Yes. And there's that one and that marigold up.
Oh yeah, we got some marigolds in there as well. So there's some small ones I noticed just germinating the other day. I'm pretty happy with it. I reckon that looks very lush and very green. I think the cockatoos and the galahs are going to love the sunflowers. Yeah. Cool. And over here we have a bit of a mixed bed, more Yacon. These plants went out later than the other ones I showed you before. And I have a stars and moon watermelon there. Thank you, Peter. And a spaghetti squash there. I do have some more stars and moon, but I really don't have anywhere to put them at the moment. So I'm just counting on one plant for now. And over here, the ginger bed. The ginger beds hasn't really done much. Still got the one sprout down in here. Hasn't really done much. I've got some ginger down the back that's actually sprouted, so I'm pretty pleased with that. And the turmeric bed hasn't been planted out because I don't have any turmeric that is looking like it's budding up at the moment. So from memory, it did sprout a little bit later than the others. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way it's gone. Just quickly with the water usage with these guys, with the wicking beds, these three here, this one, the two Yacons and Kira's bed in the middle, not really going through a lot of water. Every couple of days I'll come out here and just water around the top of the soil. It just helps to keep the soil nice and moist at the top of the bed, keeps the microbes and the worms happy. So they're really not running out of water in the reservoir. You can actually make out a bit of a water level. Where are we? Just down in there, there's a bit of a coloration difference along there, so it's about between 1/3 and 1/2 full at the moment. So this one over here, oh, I'd say she's pretty much right down below this middle bar here. So this bed here will probably get chopped up on Friday. We'll give this one another water, and all of them are due for a top water tomorrow. They got a bit of a water yesterday, so that's just a bit of a how these guys perform. I'm really happy with, like I said, with that corn growth. I've never had corn grow that fast. I think it has a lot to do with having water available to it constantly. So there you go, there's a bit of a look at the front yard and how things are going out here. Really impressed with the way those wicking beds are going. They're going great guns. I don't think I've had corn, like I've said probably a couple of times, don't think I've ever had corn grow that well, so most impressed with that. Coo's bed, a little bit disappointing, some of the sunflowers didn't make it and the carrots died off, but you know, such is. It's a bit of hit and miss sometimes with gardening. Hopefully next time she'll have a better success rate, but on the whole that bed is looking awesome as far as I'm concerned. Better than anything I grew at her age, that's for sure. So yeah, I'll hope to get a bit of an update done on the backyard over the next couple of days as well, and I'll throw that up. Pretty busy at the moment out the back working on the RAS system and the aquaponics, just knocking up some venturis, so hopefully I'll post a clip on that for anyone who's interested in the aquaponic side of things. Yeah, so I'll just leave it there, I suppose. If you do have any comments, questions, suggestions, just drop them in the comments section below and I'll get back to you. Other than that, I hope you have a great one and take it easy. Catch ya!